You're gonna be under arrest.
For what?
For not listening to me.
I think the emergency is the video, somebody's videotaping.
And the shirt says, I believe, balls deep. He says his name is Captain Awesome.
Hey guys, Rogue Nation here with you today, and we got a video coming to us out of Nebraska. Comes to us by way of Nathan. I got an email this morning. Wanted me to put these officers on blast for arresting this lady on her own property for obstruction. So we're going to watch the video real quick, and at the end I'm going to go over the obstruction law and some case law here for Nebraska. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then I'll talk to you guys at the end, okay?
You have no jurisdiction on my property over me. And there's no law that says the distance from a traffic stop.
Girls, don't answer any questions.
Just tell them to give you the ticket and go away. For real.
Yes, I just have a homeowner.
You're trying to give me unlawful directives on my own property.
So when my backup officers get here, what I'll do is we're going to search the vehicle and search each of you, okay? I'll turn my lights off at that moment.
Baby, don't. You
No.
have nothing to talk to him about. She has epilepsy. You need to turn those lights off.
She has a medical condition, epilepsy.
Stop
You're
telling
going
me
to
my
put
job.
her into a seizure. Turn
Then
those
do your
lights
fucking
off.
job the right way.
You're going.
You're
to
putting her
into
at
a
risk.
seizure.
She has a seizure and dies.
My stuff and distract me, I could do this.
So we're recording you,
Okay.
I'm telling
and we're
you,
telling you
that's
she has a
not
medical condition.
I will
A
call the
medical
ambulance and leave
condition.
right across the street.
So you would rather her get
No, I'm trying
to the
get
point,
it done, but you guys are distracting me from doing it.
turn your lights off. Do you
I have to
know?
do certain things first.
Oh, so her help doesn't matter? What's your name and badge number? Name, badge number.
Okay, here we go. Hear me out. I won't go
Hear you out.
steering wheel. I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to come back.
You don't have to say it. You guys don't have to do anything.
I'm going to turn those lights off. Okay? I appreciate your team's cooperation. Okay?
What's your name and badge number?
You get it later.
Oh, so you don't identify? You're one of those tyrants, huh? Jesus. Earn the hate. Hey, Shy. What are you guys, what's the deal? What are you being pulled over for?
I was not speeding, wasn't doing any of that. I'm just driving, and I think okay, so that's the police. And she
What,
started to
like,
say
what's your
that-
reason? What's the reason for pulling them over? What crime do you think they committed?
I was like, that's when I turned my hazards on. I was like, we're right behind.
I don't have to discuss that with you, sir.
All right. Hey, what crime did he say you guys committed?
Tell me.
Because you have your brights on.
Oh yeah, I'm right. Flashing at me.
So you had your bright lights on, and now he's here to search your car? Road pirate right here. Hey guys, it's gonna be YouTube famous tomorrow.
So, yeah.
He has no right to search your car because you had headlights. You can tell him no. How's it going, sir? Name, badge number, please.
Meadows 413.
Thank you.
So I can smell the odor of marijuana, so I'm going to search out the car. Okay. So, since you're the driver, I'll have you step out real quick. We'll do a quick search of you. Just don't be digging in your car, seeing like that, okay? And then
Shy, don't say anything. You got to get out if he asks you to, but you don't have to speak to him. You're a passenger.
You do legally have to.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Shy, you do not. You're a passenger. You know I know the laws, Shy. Been studying them for
Evan,
years.
don't give them anything.
I haven't. I just gave them license, registration, insurance.
All right, don't where you were, where you're going, nothing. None of that. Anything they ask you, they're trying to get you in trouble.
Can you just put her in my car?
Why you gotta put her in the car?
So you're detained.
Detained for having bright spots?
No, because I smell the odor of marijuana.
You pulled them over for their brights, and now you smell marijuana. You already are. They're bright lights.
Can you stop talking to me?
No!
I'm trying to talk to
Quit
you.
giving me unlawful orders. You have no jurisdiction over me. Did I commit a crime? Am I detained for standing on my own property? No. You're not my boss.
I'm telling both of you though, you will not leave the grass area.
You can't tell me where I can fucking go.
This is my house.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you obstruct my investigation by coming any farther than where the grass is, you will go to jail for obstruction. That is your last and final warning. Both of you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Record me. That's perfect.
I am. You're recording
I'm
yourself.
telling you that. This is your final warning. If you guys step foot off of your grass onto your driveway or the sidewalk.
So you're telling me if I step anywhere other than where you want to, we're going to jail?
All right, sir.
Okay, you seem like you gave me your name and badge number. He refuses to. What's going on? Why is he trying to tell me where I can and can't be on our property?
It's not necessarily about where you can and can't be on your property.
Yeah.
It's whether or not you're interfering with the police, official police investigation.
Well, he pulled him over for bright lights, so I get that,
This is a valid
you know.
detention, right?
Okay, and they're family members. We told him that she has epilepsy. He said he doesn't care. He'll call an ambulance if she gets in trouble.
Right.
That right there?
Step
Right.
on my
And
driveway
I'm
now
not really-
because this is my child coming home.
Okay, nope. They can go around. If you step on the driveway, you're going to jail because that's interfering in my investigation. I've already told you.
You're gonna lose your job if you try arresting one of us.
That's your final warning. You step on the driveway, you're going to jail.
This fucking
Take her.
tyrant.
Nope, she's going.
No,
She's going to jail. You are under arrest.
and you're gonna lose your fucking job. Are you kidding me right now? You see this? They're arresting her. She's on her own property. She stepped on the driveway because this guy got his feelings hurt. Probably got picked on in school. All right, you guys, do you want to be included in the lawsuit with this guy? You can let her go. Or are you actually going to go with an arrest for walking on her own property?
You got her? Yep, I got it. So, like I was trying to explain.
Listen, man, I know the laws. I know the Constitution. You want to read the back of my shirt? I know all this. Like,
Have I ever met you? We are not.
I've seen this happen 100 million times. I've been like, I know that right there, that's a lawsuit. It's going to go to a lawsuit. I know you guys have qualified immunity, so you don't care.
We actually don't on a lot of things.
Well, this right here, you're fucked. If you're going to comply, take her to jail for walking on her property. I mean, what crime did she commit?
Like I was trying to explain to you before.
Okay.
It's
Obstructing,
so interfering.
interfering. So we're standing on our own property.
But here's the deal. Your guys' actions have very clearly taken this officer's attention away from his traffic stop where there is a danger, right? In every
There wasn't
traffic
any
stop.
danger.
Well,
And he's on my property.
there is a long-standing standard that there essentially could be danger, right? And we don't know until we
So you guys
investigate
are
further.
scared of everything, basically.
No, that's not what
Shoot
I'm
first, ask questions later. I've seen it a
So,
million fucking
but we
times.
have, when we're doing a traffic stop, in order to make sure everybody's safe and everything ends safely like we want it to, right? We have to be able to.
Okay, if you're worried about safety, He wouldn't have told me to fuck off. He'll call an ambulance when she has a seizure. We said she has epilepsy. Well, I ain't worried about that.
I don't know what happened.
Okay,
before I got here.
that you don't know. He knows. He's the one who told you to arrest her, and you listened to him. So that puts you on the lawsuit too.
Okay. But we're just trying to get through this traffic stop.
Okay, so
as good as
she
we
needs
can.
to be taken out of the back of there.
That's not my call.
So you're not a police officer?
He's the one who's making the.
He made the
decision.
stop with her.
Right.
Nothing to do with her.
Right, and he's the one who's developed the probable cause to place her under arrest.
Nothing to do. Hey, that's what are you doing?
It's her property.
Is she your wife or girlfriend? Or?
Girlfriend.
So, generally, we wouldn't leave it with you. If she says
Okay,
we
we
can,
live together.
right? If she says we can, then we can.
Can you guys get a supervisor down here?
That is.
He's the supervisor?
correct.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Caller, Lieutenant.
Yeah, get him down here.
700 Command 10.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
You need to let her back out.
Bathroom and come right back out just to let you know. Okay?
She can go to the bathroom and stay in there.
Nope, she has to come
She's
back
still-
out.
she's
She's a passenger. You pulled him over a driver.
So did he articulate to you that he smelled weed in the vehicle?
He said he smelled weed.
Okay,
He
I
pulled
can
him
smell-
over for their lights.
I can smell weed from the vehicle.
Okay, but
I'm sorry, I don't know who the front.
the passenger has nothing to do with it. You got the driver in the back.
If there's illegal substance in there, she is still detained because we have to determine whether or not the weed that we smell belongs to her or the driver.
So what does her being in the back of a cop car because she stepped on a piece of concrete that she owns?
Like I said, that's a
Can you honestly look at me man to man and tell me that she deserves to go to jail because she stepped on a piece of concrete where you're standing?
very clearly walking towards a traffic stop?
No, she was not. She went stood right behind the car.
She was taking the attention of the officer who was trying to conduct the traffic stop safely.
He can look at them and do whatever he wants.
Not when-
Us standing here,
not
what,
when you
is there a
turn
law that says how close we can be? I mean, I don't know about you, but
Right. There's
it
not a
seems
law-
like he'd be okay.
There's not a law that specifically says.
You got bulletproof vests, you got guns, however many are here, and you're scared of a woman standing on her driveway?
It has nothing to do with whether or not we're scared.
You just said you're worried about safety to consider everybody's safety,
different than
and
being scared.
so how did she pose a threat?
Because she walked towards the traffic stop.
Hey, do you mind giving me your name, badge number, sir?
Talking to me?
Yeah, if you would.
Officer McGuire, 304.
Thank you.
Mine's Marky 331.
Oh, you're finally gonna say it now, huh? Being a smart ass earlier, and now you're finally gonna tell me because everyone else did their jobs the right way.
I was going to tell you later too, but I'll just get out of the way so you don't have to ask me again.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we see you in court, are you guys gonna let her back out of the car?
No, she's going to jail for obstruction.
Okay, well you're getting a lawsuit.
Okay.
You can't arrest somebody on their own property.
I can if they're obstructing my investigation, sir.
She didn't obstruct anything. You got butt hurt.
I'm going to have you sit in that car. Officer McGuire, you might just put her in now. Nope, you won't touch it. You just put her in the car.
This is ridiculous.
Our commander, Command 10, or Lieutenant, I'm sorry, he's on his way.
Okay.
He's a little ways away, and he's not going to run down your code, if that makes sense. So he'll be along shortly, okay?
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are stomping all over her constitutional rights. I mean, her freedoms. Because she's on her property. I could see if you guys are out on some other people's property or something like that, but she's on her property.
And I understand your position on that.
We can go anywhere we want on our own fucking property just because he's butthurt because somebody knows the law and talk back to him.
And
Like, this is like classic. Like, oh my God. I see this daily. People go and you get somebody like that, and then you were decent coming up, but you, rather than be the good cop and tell the bad cop he's fucking up, you put her in the back of the car. Like, are there no good cops anymore? Yeah, you know you can't answer that. You're laughing about it.
I'm not laughing.
You are smiling. You know
You're
I'm right.
smiling just as much as I am.
Yeah, because this is fucking
So
ridiculous. You guys arrested my girlfriend.
it's a
Her
social
kids are
norm in that
inside. Her
situation.
children are inside. And you're going to take her to jail because he's a fucking pussy. I mean,
We're going to take her to jail because she was obstructing.
she stepped on the concrete where you're standing.
Walking towards a traffic stop. right? That she
On her
that she was very
property.
That she was very much taking the officer who was conducting the traffic stop
No.
attention away from the driver.
No. She was walking on her own property.
And the good thing about this situation is obviously there's court, right? She's not convicted of it, right? She's just been charged.
Yeah, you guys can just do whatever the fuck you want because
That's absolutely not true.
there's no repercussion.
There's a lot of repercussions.
Okay, so you guys just stole her constitutional rights, her freedoms on her own private property. You have no jurisdiction over somebody on their private property unless they committed a crime. Obstruction is not a fucking crime.
Obstruction is a crime. It's written in Nebraska state statute.
Well,
That
you're
makes
going to
it a
find
crime.
out.
Okay.
You can't just say anything you want is obstruction. What if he looked at me and said, if you fart, I'm going to smell your fart and I can't smell the marijuana, so that's obstruction. And then I farted. You take me to jail?
There's case law.
I mean, what the
as well
fuck?
as the written law and the interpretive law that says what obstruction is. We can't just say whatever we want's obstruction.
He just fucking did. He said, if you step on the concrete, you're going to jail.
I get your position on that, but again, there's case law and the written law that says what obstruction is.
Yeah. Exactly what you guys are fucking doing. You're obstructing our way of life. You're obstructing her fucking freedoms. You got her locked in the back of a car. That's kidnapping.
Not if she's being
She
arrested.
didn't do anything.
Again, your position is that she didn't do anything.
It's fucking on camera. We recorded everything.
Alright guys, so we saw the video. Lady arrested, they said obstruction. So I went ahead and looked at the Nebraska Revised Statute 28-906, obstructing a peace officer. And it says a person commits the offense of obstructing a peace officer when, by using or threatening to use violence, force, physical interference, or obstacle, he or she intentionally obstructs, impairs, or hinders the enforcement of the penal law or the preservation of the peace by a peace officer or judge acting under the color of his or her official authority, or B, a police animal assisting a peace officer acting pursuant to the peace officer's official authority. So down here they have some case law from Nebraska. It says interference means the action or fact of interfering or intermeddling with a person or some action. And down here, the next one says it is not necessary under this section for a defendant to engage in some sort of physical act. Okay, so what they're saying there is that you don't have to go up and grab the cop for it to be obstruction, right? But let's go down here to State versus Farron, which was decided in 2020. And it says to show a violation of this section, the state must prove that 1, the defendant intentionally obstructed, okay? 2, at the time the defendant did so, the peace officer or judge was acting under the color of his or her official authority. So they've met those elements, right? But here's where it's going to get tough for them to meet. The third element that they have to meet is that the defendant did so by using or threatening to use either violence, force, physical interference, or obstacle, which did not happen in this case. So yeah, they're going to have, I think, and again, this isn't legal advice, this is just my opinion on what I've seen on the video, they're going to have a tough time with getting this charge to go forward. Alright guys, I will leave the link to the description of the video and the channel in the description, and as you can see, the statute that they charged her with for obstruction, if that's what they ended up did charging her with, is 28-906. Alright, thanks for watching guys, we'll catch you on the next one.